G'day mate and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. So, not a lot's happened since the last episode, mate. Maybe a couple of minutes worth of stuff. Started putting in some airflow tiles because we just don't have oxygen penetration. You know, as soon as this kicks in, we'll be fine. But the other catch is that's going to start using a lot of water, which is actually not plumbed in yet. So we should probably do something about that. Whoops, wrong button. I'm going to do that every single time because O is rotate and oxygen not included, which is ridiculous. Okay. Oxygen supply. Because that'll burn up water and turn it into oxygen. The other catch is that when we burn up oxygen, burn up more water for oxygen, it means we need to find more water. Now, we have found access to this cool steam vent, which will help. Help is probably the best way of putting it. It won't cure the problem, so to speak. We're going to have to start looking at taking all this polluted water, run it through the water sieve to turn it into clean water with germs, to then run it into our oxygen generation to make oxygen. Otherwise, we're gonna end up with some problems. On top of that, we've got a job mastered. So Sun Nova is now, where are we? Jobs. Sun Nova's mastered curing. So we can take Sun Nova, who's done both curing and gophering. We're going to move Sun Nova down to the groundskeeper. Again, it's more of a strength bonus. So he will keep the strength bonuses and permanently, as long as he's in that job. Once he's mastered that job. We've finally accessed a wart seed. So where is it? Furniture. Flower pot. Heat overlay. We want to put a flower pot somewhere where it's hot to cool things down. Right here, I think. Which is not permanent. We'll have to move it. Where are we? Furniture. Flower pot. We're going to put a priority 8 flower pot down there. We're not using it for its decor abilities. We're using it for its cooling abilities. And I'm also, because this is going to pump out oxygen, it's actually going to pump out hot oxygen at about 40 or 50 degrees. So I'm also going to, in there, with a couple of bits of ladder, furniture, flower pot, pop one there, put one there as well, with another airflow tile. Yep. Because we've got this wart seed, we're going to dig up here and get this wheezewort. Wheezeworts will give us cooling, which I'll explain further when we get them in. And we got a new dupe, so let's go all in. Hang on, what dupe do we really need? We still need somebody who can ranch, and we still need somebody who can do the operate task. +2 to operate, wants to do operate. Okay. Noodle arms, gas. Okay, so tinkering is operating. So we're going to actually take Max. He wants to do research, doesn't worry us, he's not going to do research. It does mean he has a little bit of skill when it comes to learning. The fact that his strength sucks is a bit of an issue, but we can put them through the courier traits and that sort of stuff to improve that slightly. But at the end of the day, he'll always have a crap strength, basically. Flatulent means he lets off natural gas. We can deal with that if we need to. So we're going to take on Max, and we're going to give him the name of Eagle Andy, because I'm currently pulling from the Twitch subscribers, right? And supporters. And Eagle Andy just resubbed the other day, so gonna pull him off on the list. We're gonna put him onto a general engineer, so operate straight from square one. And schedule wise, we're gonna move Eagle Andy down to this one. Done. Welcome, Eagle Andy. Land on your face. There we go. Okay. Dig that one. We want this pot plant done. It is set to priority 8, so it'll hopefully get done fairly quickly. Our food is semi-corrected. Not completely. We're going to leave research for the moment. There's a hatch sleeping in our plants. That's good value. Storage. Miscellaneous. Abyssalite. Organic. No? Okay. Copy settings. So all of those. Okay, and WeRab just did... WeRab just became a sous chef. We can move WeRab up to the next level. I hate the fact that I can't actually see what WeRab's skills are. Okay, this flower pot, we're going to put in a Wheezewort. I'm going to set that to priority 9. Because I want that one in. I want to get up here and get this dug as well, but the dupes are being lazy, as always. And we want power. No, I don't have the research done. Okay, we need a hydrogen generator, sort of now. We do have exoskeletons, so we'll get to those shortly. We also need to work out how to get this water out of here and down into the rest of our system. Remembering that's going to be very, very hot water. Because we're almost out. We're really, really almost out. Germs. Okay, so I don't have any germs to contend with, so that's something. We're going to do plumbing. I'm going to do a pitcher pump. We're going to put it there. I'm going to dig that tile out. I'm going to dig that tile out. I'm going to dig those tiles out. I'm going to mop, priority 9, all of this. Yep. And Valentine's going to dig one tile and then bugger off. Yep, thanks Valentine. Okay. So. The electrolyzers are running. This is now going to chew up all our excess water and turn it into nice breathable oxygen for us, which will be great. The catch is we need to give it more water. So, plumbing. We want liquid pump. In there, I want a liquid valve. In there. Pipe into there, into there, into there. Liquid bridge. Over the top. Power. Into there. Once all that's done, we can start pumping out this polluted water and running it into the system. And it also means that we're... Oh, actually, hang on. Cancel, cancel. That could go away. Plumbing, liquid, pipe. I actually want to plumb it in to there. Which technically means I don't need that valve, now I've looked at it. Because I thought I'd have to flow limit it. Instead I can pump it to this side of this liquid vent, so it can't backflow and end up back where it was. But it's fine, we'll get there in the end. Artwork's done. We're just waiting on dupes to get stuff done. Alright, we're gonna have Weezebot. So it has a cooling effect. Can we tell how much cooling? No, we can't tell how much cooling effect. We just bring it up and say, look, already the stuff on the ground is much cooler. So it will slowly cool this area. Hopefully get these guys, these 2 bits of mealwood back up and running. But at the moment we've got a problem of, you know, too many dupes and not enough stuff to do. So we're going to start pumping out this polluted water, running it through the system and turning it into clean oxygen, which is great. We need to run a vent, gas pipe. From there, I've got to work out where to put this. So we're just going to put it from there to there, because we're going to have a lot of hydrogen build up here, because we turn water and oxygen, water into oxygen and hydrogen. Why do we have a food shortage? Why do we have a food shortage? We shouldn't have a food shortage. We were just fine on food and it's gone to pot already. Alright, fine. We'll just turn that back on and leave that. Okay. So we're going to have to put in a hydrogen generator. One thing I'll do before I forget is I will copy that setting to there and there. So when I find more Weezebots, they'll automatically get planted. We're going to put down some airflow tiles. And I have to wait for the generator to be built. But I do want to take the automation wire. And I want to take it all the way through the whole base and plug it into this generator as well. So if we have too much power, we're not wasting energy putting it into the system. We want to be able to turn it on and off as required. Bill has mastered the scientist job. Okay, well Bill can just stay doing that for the moment because we need this research done. That's what's holding us up currently. Oxygen, it's great up here, it's great down here-ish. It's crap in the middle. People don't want to breathe, right? Okay, mop. Priority 9. I do not want polluted water mixed in with our nice brand new clean water. Unfortunately, this is all polluted ice. It's all going to melt on me. Scolding. What did you do, Bill? What did you do, Bill? Did you drop more hot metal? No. Oh. Yeah. So, whoever's putting in the automation wire is using blistering hot iron from up here. Which is semi-fine. We're just going to accept it. Okay, power. We have a hydrogen generator. We'll whack that in there. We'll hook the power line up. We'll hook the automation wire up. And then we'll hook the gas pipe up. Done. So, we technically need something to limit the amount of hydrogen we get out of here. At the moment... Oh, we got an atmo. Gaseous element sensor. So we'll use that. We want to make sure we're only going to pump hydrogen into this generator because anything else will break things. Okay, so we got polluted ice up here, which will melt and drip down. But I don't want the polluted water mixing with the clean water. That's the last problem I ever want to sort out. So we're going to build a roof across there. And we're going to mop that tile as well. Yeah. So once we mop up the excess water, build this in, we should be good, and we should be able to punch through, put this pitcher pump in, which is miles away, but we're almost out of water, so it's a sort of a now thing. We need it now. It is set to priority 9, but they just... I've got lazy dupes, let's be honest. I've got lazy dupes. You can see it has cooled down the area just a little bit. That this mealwood's running. This one's not running yet. But we will get there slowly. This is being built. Excellent. I've just got too many priority 8 things that have to be done. Everything's a now item. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. Dig priority 9. So we get this little bit of water. Oh, it's 30 grams. That's 70 grams. Okay. Let's just cancel all that. There's no point fighting with that stuff. Mop. Priority 9. Get rid of that. As soon as that's done, we're good to go. There's nothing there to mop. Excellent. Alright, so that means we should be good to dig that out. I don't want to dig up the plant. But I am going to want priority 9, priority 9. You're going to get your head stuck, aren't you, Valentine? No. I don't mind clean water mixing with polluted water. That's something I can deal with. We are going to have a problem with it just being hot in here. And I'm hoping the two biomes fight one another enough that the dupes don't boil. Basically. We can get rid of that. We want you to detect hydrogen. So, go back to the automation overlay. If you detect hydrogen, pump can run. And you can see it's already filled up. It's already maxed out. But it means hopefully we can set these way lower. I'll set these back down at 10%. And we'll say you can run when you get down to 50% charge. So we're going to hope that we'll use more power out of the hydrogen generator and less power out of the coal engine generators. I'm out of beds. And I'm out of food. And I'm out of food because I'm out of water. Why is that an unreachable dig? Oh, because that plant's too high. Oh no. Okay. Plumbing, pitcher pump, priority 9. I'm going to bring down one tile so it's going to be in the water a little bit, and they're just going to have to accept it because otherwise they're going to punch this tile out, which will let this polluted water mix in, which is one of the things I'm trying to avoid. That's alright, we've got some water now at least. You know, they are going to get sopping wet over and over and they're going to get that debuff, but there's very, very little I can do about it. Yeah, let's build some tiles so at least they can walk in a straight line. Hypothermia, food shortage, excellent. Dig that up, nice high in priority. Alright, so we've now got water again, we can run food again. We still have a food problem outright, but one problem at a time. Copy settings to all of these guys. Dig that out so we can actually use them. Oxygen is flowing, which is beautiful. Okay, now we need to look at the food shortage problem. So, The next type of food that's fairly easy for us to get, and we'll look at one of these, is a fungal spore. So it needs to live in carbon dioxide. It needs 400 grams of slime per cycle, which is good because slime carries germs and it gives us somewhere to dump the stuff. And it gives us a mushroom, which we can then whack in the deep fryer and turn into fried mushroom. So 2,400 calories in, 2,800 calories out. And that's pretty much it. So the only thing we have to do is we have to make sure it's in carbon dioxide, and luckily enough, the whole bottom of the base is full of carbon dioxide. So we need to come down again. I need to start lowering the priorities on this sort of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Build this across. Out, remove that tile, put in a fire pole, take that out as well. Actually, probably replace that just for the moment with an airflow tile. Yeah, that's warm water coming through. 20 odd degree water. But we are producing a lot of oxygen. And we can see these don't have enough water, so I can actually take this up to, I don't know, 50 grams a second. In fact, you know what? I might actually sub-priority 1 and set that to 0 grams per second, because we've got a lot of dupes spending a lot of effort down here, and of course it's taking away time from other things like digging and exploring, and we're now sopping wet down here, are we? Great. And that polluted water went mixed with clean water. One thing I said I didn't want to happen. Okay, we got the other wart seed in, which will bring down the temperature slowly. But really we need this up and running as soon as possible. Then we need to get down to the chlorine fairly soon. That's still fairly hot water. And we're just going to continuously having to put polluted water in there to get rid of it, pump it back up into the system, turn back into clean water, which will run up, turn into oxygen. Oh, we got a decent amount of water here still. Nope, that's officially got too hot. We've got too close to the outside of the thing. That's the other thing with... I don't have... Oh, there's a free one. So, mealwood's 10 to 30 degrees. Fungal spores are 5 to 35. So, it gives us a little bit of a larger temperature area to pick from. And you can see everything down here is perfectly fine. Because we don't have any adequate ways to do really, really good cooling yet. We can experiment a little, but... we really don't have anything that works really well. Unfortunately, I removed that tile and that broke. Okay. Alright, on our quest for more whizwarts. Private 7s. Hang on, what do we have around here? We've got some granite. Granite. And then we could go priority 8, dig up that, dig up that, dig up that, dig up that. That'll give us some decent amounts of cooling. Because it means we can get another wart seed up here. And we're going to even start putting some around our farm to help our farm cool down as well. Ventilation, yeah, we're burning mostly hydrogen power. These are mostly idle. There we go, that's some real production. Yeah, we need this ticked on, which means I need some dust caps to start growing. So we're going to have to tunnel over here and probably down here. Yeah, we'll have to do some serious digging in the not too distant future. There's another coal biome. Come on, dupes, go faster. I'd love to get another one, but I just can't afford it. Now, the other catch is when these algae terrariums stop running because they've run out of clean water, it does mean that we have no way of dealing with our carbon dioxide. It's just going to stock up. So that's something we'll have to keep in mind. We'll have to look at something else. We do have a carbon skimmer, which removes carbon dioxide by turning clean water into dirty water. So again, we could put it on this water loop without too much hassle. But again, uses more power and also creates heat. So that's the catch-22 with the whole system. I don't have any fungal spores, so I can't plant any fungal spores. Okay, where are we going to go? So we've got some fungal spores down there. Germs. Polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide. So if I go straight down, this is still a safe biome. So what priority is this? This is 6. So let's set that to 7. We'll bring this down into here. We'll bring this also. Oh, really? We just used up all our iron ore. Okay, maybe not so with that one. But if we can get in here, we can harvest these guys. At the same time, all our carbon dioxide will end up dumping into this area, which should increase the pressure, get these guys growing. And then we can look at expanding out to other areas. The chlorine vent was something we do need to get to fairly quickly, actually. Because refinement... Nope. Alright, it's probably still hidden behind research. No. Utilities. An ore scrubber. So that'll take chlorine in a gas pipe and let the dupes, each time they walk through it carrying anything, it'll let them run it through the ore scrubber and clear off any germs that happen to be on the items. So we can use that to take slime in with thousands of germs, kill off all the germs as we bring them into the base. Because yeah, that kills 480,000 germs per use, and this stuff's got 460-ish. And you'll never find it has more than that. That's sort of the maximum. Oh, that's got 500. Maybe it would let some germs in. I don't know. I've never seen germs survive it, but maybe they just spin. Maybe they just automatically spin the machine twice. Okay. So we want a priority 7. I'll bring up the germ overlay just so I can make sure I avoid it. And we'll just dig up to these 2 dust caps. Harvest, priority 9, everything we can possibly see. just in case we've explored something new. Yep, like all of that, and all of that, and all of that. That too, that too. Oh! There's another cool steam vent. Well, that should fix some water problems. Really, Bill? You pumped water and then dropped it? You're an idiot, Bill. Bill, you're officially an idiot. We are getting up through here ever so slowly. What's wrong with you? Harvest ready. Okay. So if I dig in there, it means we can access those ones. If I bring a ladder down here, it means we can access that one. If I ladder across there, we can access that one. If I bring a ladder up there, we can access those. And no, I don't even have to dig up that ice. Yep, we can access that. Because I want to make sure I can access all the food, possibly. Possibly. I definitely want to make sure we can harvest all this naturally growing sleet wheat, because it has 72 cycles, right, for its life cycle. And when you grow it domestically, you need to give it 5 kilos of dirt every cycle and 20 kilograms of water, which is a lot. Plus, you've got to keep it in this minus 55 to 5 degrees range, which basically means you've got to pump in water at like 1 degrees, which is really, really hard to do without it freezing. And of course, when water freezes in pipes, it expands and bad things happen. Okay. So our carbon dioxide is slowly sinking down further into the base, or further into this pit. And these are puffs, so they will eat polluted oxygen and pump out slime, which is okay-ish, because we do need slime, but not okay-ish, because we don't really want to deal with slime. Okay, and we've got polluted oxygen here. So we can put in an airflow tile there, an airflow tile there. We can put in a deodorizer there, and a deodorizer there. I'm going to want that fire pole. Okay, maybe cancel that side, because I'm going to want that fire pole to come all the way through. Maybe another airflow tile in there with a deodorizer in there. Oh, that's invalid. Yeah, we don't care. Now, I do believe we have all the things to do ranching. We just haven't got around to it. Okay, so we got a critter drop off. Utilities. Stations. Grooming station. Okay, so we can build a ranch for our critters. That's probably a good idea for the next episode. Because I don't think we've uncovered... Oh, there we go. A fungal spore. We can plant 1. Probably 8, which means then I can copy it across. And of course, you're going to now want slime, which we have 60 odd kilos worth up there. Well, that's something. Can I just mop that whole top layer off? We need to keep pumping this water out a little bit faster. Once that water level drops just a little bit more, we should be fine. I could do that. That means in theory these empty bottles of water might actually end up getting pumped in here, which means hopefully we can walk less distance to get stuff to... Yep. Yep, these are now growing. Mr. Puffed has dropped in some slime down here, which is going to leave polluted oxygen, but with a couple of deodorizers we should be alright. We're going to dig that. This is still half done. Yep. But we've made some progress. We've made some progress. I'd like to make longer episodes, but it seems like half hours around about the limit. I don't know. It's up to you guys. If you guys would like to watch 1 hour long episodes, do tell me. And that's what I'll end up doing. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers, especially when it comes to Oxygen included, doing 1 hour long episodes because it's just a game that takes a little bit more time to get through. And especially because the devs do their fun release cycle, it does mean that, yeah, you really do have a limited amount of time to get through a whole playthrough before they release an update, which may or may not screw up your current game. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Thoughts, comments, suggestions, all that sort of fun stuff. Down the comment section below, and once we put a deodorizer in there, I will see you guys in the next episode. Alright, bye!